Good morning, my beautiful lovelies. How is everybody today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Here comes Astra to say hi. Oh, she's just going to give you a tail. Sorry. So, sorry about not posting yesterday. When my partner is on vacation, it just throws my whole schedule out of the loop. Because we enjoy spending time together. So then other things don't get done. But today I'm up early. And he's still sleeping. Today's card is 3. It's inspiration. Isn't that beautiful? I love her hair with all the flowers and the sun. This card really gives me that inspiration, that idea of we are light beings and we need the sun. And Alana Fairchild writes, there's a blessing. May my inspired idea be blessed by the creative intelligence and love of this universe. May the perfection of divine timing govern the unfolding of this idea into its most beautiful and fulfilling form. May this idea attract the most nourishing people, situations, and opportunities so that it may live out its destiny to make a positive contribution to the world through sacred genius, love, and grace. I commit myself, body, heart, mind, and soul, to that which illuminates me with the golden inspiration and uplifts me and those around me with love. I am open to receiving all the support and protection needed to truly honor this commitment. Blessed be. I love that. So, what this card means and what it's talking about is being encouraged to accept a new vision, an idea, inspiration. What's really cool is there's bees in this picture. I don't know if you can see them, but do you see the bees there? And she talks about bees bringing healing wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. Bees can do so much because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Their wings are significantly smaller in proportion to their body. And your idea, even if it's big, has a substantial plan that will be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, but you can attract great support and helpers in your way to get going. Mother Earth lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth. And that statement right there is what caught me this morning. Mother Earth lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth. We all have Mother Earth's help because we live within her ecosystem and her realm here in the earth plane. And I talk about Earth being her own sentient being. She is her own awareness. She has her own consciousness. And we just happen to be blessed to live in a place where we have her acceptance, her help. When you come here, when you manifest, right? When your spiritual soul comes into this body, we not only have permission, quote unquote, from Mother Earth to be here, but we have her unequivocal support and love and nurture to be here. And she wants all of us to succeed, to grow into whatever it is we're growing into. I don't pretend to know where we're incarnating over and over and over to get to. I don't know what that end outcome is. People have theories. Nobody really knows. It would blow our poor little human minds to know. And that's okay. I don't need to know. What I need to know is that while I'm here, what we all need to know is that while I'm here, I have Mother Earth's support. And many of us have animal companions in our homes, like dogs, cats, birds, fish, tarantulas, snakes, lizards. We choose animal companions in our domesticated square box life, right? I'm a big proponent in letting my animal companions choose me. But unfortunately, what happens is that we disconnect from Mother Earth herself, and we are disconnected from her natural place, and we are disconnected from her natural places and from her ability to come to us and communicate with us through her elements, through her intermediaries. And she gives of her life force so that our physical manifestations can grow and be healthy and live in this world. And we, in our modern lives, we get disconnected from water. We're disconnected from earth, from the food that we eat. We are disconnected from her ecosystem, the air. We are disconnected from so much. We have tamed fire, but we don't connect to her. And I think that's the part that I get very passionate about when I talk to clients who are sick and don't feel good. And it's the same advice that I have to follow. I have to get outside. I have to get outside. And some days I don't get outside, and I feel it. I have to get outside every day. Even if it's to walk around the block. It's better if I can get up in the mountains or go on a trail or, get out. But we all need that. We need to be connected. One of the things I learned through my illness many years ago, or not many, but a couple years ago, the mold toxin illness, is that our square box homes are so hermetically sealed in so many ways, and they're vapor sealed so well that the house can't breathe. And if the house can't breathe, it gets cold, it gets warm and damp, and it holds in moisture, and mold grows. And mold is in Aboriginal tribes around the world, and from what I understand, and I'd have to look it up, but it's also in the Christian Bible, where it talks about how I know in many Aboriginal cultures, mold is one of those things where you just burn the damn hut down. You just burn it down, get rid of it. And slowly, remediators are starting to get the point across to clients in modern day that you don't just spray it and you can't just paint over it. You have to get rid of it. It will kill you. And mold is a sign. It's really kind of a telltale sign of a couple things. One, you're not connected in with Mother Earth, so it's become toxic. Your home's become toxic. Two, you can't build a home, you can't build a space without breathability. You need to be able to connect in to Earth. Three, that we have become so divorced from ancient knowledge that we've lost key pieces of information that help us be healthy. And four, that ancient knowledge knew millennia ago that black mold, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of toxic mold, but that's one of the big ones. It can kill you. It can fry your brain and kill you. So, and one other thing is that we don't get outside enough. People, we need to be outside, and we need to take care of our environment, and we need to structure our lives where we're not consuming so much that we neglect her, Earth. So there's a lot of layers in with today's inspiration card. I think for me the biggest one is our connection to Mother Earth, and she does send helpers, and she is here with us and for us. And one of the things that I think we could all do is connect back in with her every day. Connect back in with Mother Earth, connect back in with our animal companions. And not everybody has animal companions in their life, but that doesn't mean you disconnect from the world or are disconnected from the world. We are all connected. And she sends helpers all the time. I have a friend that recently contacted me over the holidays, and she lives in a big city, and she doesn't have any companions in her life. She works a lot, so she doesn't, an animal companion would be at home alone all the time, and she doesn't want to do that, and I respect that. But she lives in a really busy city, and animals live there too. And she stepped out of her business building just the other day, and there was a huge carpenter bee. Like, she stepped out the door and the carpenter bee was right there. There are crowds of people in front of her. There's traffic, all kinds of stuff. She doesn't see a lot of animals because it's a big city. And there was a carpenter bee like buzzing around her for half of a block, followed her. And anybody who came at her on the street that heard the bee, it's really loud. Carpenter bees are really loud. They're really big. Like, squawked and moved away. People were moving away. And finally he landed on her head and freaked her out a little bit. But she goes, I know that carpenter bees don't sting. And so he landed on her head and then took off and left. And she and I talked for about 10, 15 minutes. I haven't talked to her in a while, but we talked messenger. And she was like, what are bees, Red? What are bees? He landed on my head. And I did. I told her, I said, well, bees are really hard workers, and bees are necessary to our food supply. And if we don't have bees, we don't have food anywhere on Earth. Bees are vitally important. And carpenter bees are builders, and they find places that they can build into structures, and they also will hone in on trees. They will make hives in trees, and carpenter bees are industrious and strong and big, and they bring inspiration to continue to move forward and endeavor to overcome obstacles. And they also make us reflect. Bees make us reflect on what it is that we are doing with our time and our lives. And I asked her, I said, what is it that you want? Because she lives in a city and she works really hard. And she says, I love my life. I love working hard, but I want to create more. And I said, well, what do you want to create? And she says, well, I've been kind of kicking it around for a while. I want to take a pottery class, but I never have time. And I said, make the time. Do your pottery class. I think Mother Earth is telling you to be creative. Do something new. Find something else to stoke your passions. Because she's been complaining that she's had some really bad depression this last year. She didn't really have a lot of the COVID depression that some people got, She wrote a book during COVID isolation. She went from full-time 50, 60 hours a week to writing a book, published a book, went back to work. She's just one of those people. I love her. And it was a really good talk. And I think that bees, companions, Mother Earth, she sends us messages all the time. It can be birds, it can be a bug, it can be anything. And we should pay attention to these things. We all have animal companions written into our blueprint chart, and they come at different stages in our lives. And I still think it's the one story I tell over and over and over when I explain it to people in their blueprint is just because you love an animal doesn't mean they're part of the animal companions that she sends to you. And I had a young man who is absolutely obsessed with wolves, which is wonderful. They're beautiful creatures. And he's like, I'm a lone wolf. Okay. And wolves by nature are pack animals. And he doesn't have wolf in his animal companion chart. At least he didn't by the time that I saw him. And he was upset. He was like, but I wanted the wolf. I went, well, we have many animals that are written into our animal companion helper chart that Mother Earth gives us. And just because you have a passion for an animal doesn't mean that animal is going to be part of your chart. But you can still love that animal. It can still give you the passion and the drive to be outside and work in Yellowstone and do all the things that you do. And he was a little bit mollified, but he was still a little bit irritated that wolves weren't in his gifted chart, which I thought was funny because she gives us what we need based on our blueprint, not what we think we want. But that's a lot of what our guides do, and that's what a lot of our helpers do is when you're ready for help and when you're ready for guidance, we can always communicate with our guides. We can always communicate with them. You don't need an intermediary. You don't need someone else. But you do have to learn to trust your guides. And sometimes that's hard because we live in a square box life and we live in a life where many of us are cut off from that. And society and our life experience and trauma can tell us one thing and our guides can be telling us something else. And sometimes it's hard to let go of the fear to trust. And animal companions are so patient and all love, and there's no guile, there's no impatience. Humans get impatient, but our animal companions don't get impatient. Neither do our guides. Our guides don't get impatient. They don't get angry. They don't get upset. Those are all things that we carry here because of fear. So today's card is number 3, inspiration. The bees, with the bees. And I encourage you to find your inspiration, find your place of peace, get outside, take some really good deep diaphragm breaths, breathe in, hold at the top, 1, 2, 3, and let go. Feel earth energy coming up into your toes, into your feet, your knees, your hips, up into your body, all the way up to the tippy top of your head. 1, 2, 3. And now pull in universal energy, universal light energy from the stars, from the universe, from all the suns in the galaxies, from the light of our sun, which is the lifeblood of our planet, gives us nurturing energy and electricity. Fill from the top of your head all the way down your spine and let it fill your nervous system, your endocrine system, your blood system, all the way down to your tippy toes. Breathe in. 1, 2, 2, 3. There you go. You are a light being, and you are connected to Mother Earth. Have a blessed day, my friends, and I will see you in prayer.